Imagine being blind from birth, and suddenly someone places mud on your eyes and tells you to go wash in a pool. That is exactly what Jesus does in today's gospel when he heals the man born blind. He spits on the ground, makes clay with his saliva, smears it on the man's eyes, and tells him to wash in the pool of Siloam. The man goes, washes, and returns able to see. We might ask, what caused the healing? Was it the spit, the clay, or the water of Siloam? Ultimately, the answer is simple. The healing comes from Jesus himself, who freely restores the man's sight. So why the dramatic gestures? Jesus could have healed the man simply by willing it. But we human beings experience the world through our bodies and our senses: sight, touch, smell, hearing, and taste. By using visible signs, Jesus allows the man to experience the encounter more fully. The man hears the voice of Jesus, feels the clay on his eyes, washes in the water, and finally sees. These signs help him realize something extraordinary has happened. He has encountered the living God. St. Augustine says that the blind man represents the human race. All of us are born into a world darkened by sin, and Christ comes as the light who restores our sight. This miracle also foreshadows the sacramental life of the Church. In the sacraments, visible signs accompany the communication of God's invisible grace. Through things we can see, hear, and touch, God gives us his grace. Augustine also notes that the pool of Siloam means sent. He writes, "The blind man washed his eyes in the pool whose name means sent." If Jesus had not been sent, none of us would have been freed from sin. The miracle therefore points to Christ himself, the one sent by the Father to bring salvation to the world. Just as the blind man washes in Siloam and receives sight, so we are washed in the waters of baptism and receive the light of faith. Just as God once used the dust of the earth to create man, Christ now uses the elements of creation, water, bread, and wine, to restore and nourish the new life he gives us. Every sacrament is a visible sign of an invisible grace. At Mass, through the words of consecration and the power of the Holy Spirit, Christ becomes truly present, body, blood, soul, and divinity. In receiving the Eucharist, we receive communion with him. The sacraments therefore give us a beautiful certainty. We know we have received the grace of God because Christ himself has promised it through his Church. What an extraordinary gift the sacraments are. Through them, Christ still touches our lives today.